One Piece chapter 1102 is finally here and we need to talk about it. There are so many revelations, but we mostly see prior events in the Kuma's perspective, and this actually adds a whole lot of meaning and character depth to Kuma. So I'm really excited to talk about this chapter and come up with my own theories as much as I can. So without further ado, let's get on with this video after you have subscribed to my channel for more anime and manga content. So we basically see that Bonney actually started her crew to actually search for her father, and her father is nowhere to be found, and she always tries to find him. She's also trying to search for Nika. If she ever gets to find him, she wants to meet her hero. But Kuma, being Kuma, knows that she will try to find him, so whenever he notices her, he just teleports himself away because he thinks that she shouldn't see him. At the same time, Luffy actually defeats Arlong and actually gets his first bounty. Dragon is off to Loke Town. Saba asks why he's going there, and he says he has no particular reason, but he does inquire about Smoker, which raises eyebrows. While Ace is showing off his brother's bounty poster to Jinbei, and Jinbei is shocked that Arlong got defeated by a brat like him. Bonnie also wears that ring under her right eye because she wants her dad to recognize it's her, because he always saw her with that disease under her right eye most of the time. Reveals to Vegapunk that Dragon is actually Luffy's father, and Vegapunk is absolutely shocked, and this is very obvious, but Kuma says that anyway he's going to not have memories, so there is no point in hiding the truth from Vegapunk. We also see Thriller bark from his perspective, where Zoro actually proclaims that Luffy is the man who will become the king of the pirates, which is really cool, I guess. Find out that in Bonnie's introduction scene during Sabaody, we actually know that Kuma was actually there looking outside the window like a proud father, and people in that bar were actually terrified of seeing his face in the window, which is really funny. Also see Kuma actually being really shocked that Luffy actually punched a celestial dragon, which has never happened for hundreds of years, and the Straw Hats are actually standing by their side, and this actually gives hope to Kuma that this is the guy who will free everyone in the world. Finally, we also see the moment where Kuma actually separated all the Straw Hats, but he doesn't really want to separate them. He says that this is actually kind of a message that you're not strong enough and that you need to come back, because he sincerely believes that Luffy is going to be one of the guys who actually saves the world. Find that Saturn actually ordered Vegapunk to erase each and every sense of individuality from him, even though Vegapunk wanted to keep him like a split personality mode. But yes, Saint Saturn, being a scientist, says that he can't betray him and he will know if he does anything fishy behind his back. So, of course, this is basically a threat that Vegapunk has to kill Kuma, kind of. So, the memory erasing, thing, Kuma asks him to program him to actually guard the Thousand Sunny until one of the Straw Hats show up, because he believes that Luffy will definitely be the one who saves the world, and he full-heartedly trusts him. I don't know how, but this gives so much sense to whatever actions he did, and this is really cool seeing how everything played out in his perspective. Also see a montage of him running and everybody calling his name out, those who love him, and him gradually losing his memory and turning into a cyborg, which is really depressing. Vegapunk also tells that Kuma is actually a hero and he should never think that he owns people's lives, because everyone who love him will definitely be sad if he's gone, and everyone, including the Marines and Sentomaru, actually salute Kuma before he literally turns into a full-on cyborg. Flashback ends with Bonney crying because of all the memories she just witnessed in that memory bubble, which is really interesting because we pick back up with what happened during the Agate incident when she actually touched the bubble, which is really weird. And Kuma's final words were "Happy 10th birthday, Bonney," which is really heartbreaking. Okay, theory time. Bonney becoming another Straw Hat is all but confirmed right now, which is really cool. I really want Bonney to be one of the crew members, but it's kind of likely but unlikely at the same time. We don't know what happened to Bonney's crew as of yet now. So, will she actually join the crew? I mean, there is one spot left. She can become an apprentice on the ship. Plus, her entire dream was meeting Nika too after, Kuma. And now that Luffy is actually Nika and she might actually know that right now, I mean, just give her a goal in life and then just take her onto the crew. I guess that's what you could do. Or else, will she be a companion like, Kinemon, Vivi, or someone like that? I really, really want her to join the crew because she will add an interesting dynamic to the crew. For some reason, I really, really want Bonnie in this crew more than I ever wanted Carrot or Yamato. And I guess Dragon going to Loketown wasn't really a coincidence now that we've seen this page. And he actually went to Loketown probably for his son because he wanted to help him escape from submarine captain, I guess. I don't know what his actual reason is. He did say he has no particular reason, but the sequence in this chapter actually makes me kind of believe that he actually went there for his son, proving that he's not a loser father like everyone else actually says he is, though although I don't really know what his problem is because I mean he did save him from Smoker, who is kind of minute villain, and then left him out in the open to fight stronger villains, which is like weird. Also, isn't it kind of weird that Sabo was right there and when Luffy got his first bounty poster and he never actually saw anything that did with, Luffy and Ace Wave until, the Marineford War? It's kind of weird for someone who is kind of number two in the Revolutionary Army. But I am trying to defend Oda here. I'll just say that, Dragon actually took Luffy's bounty poster and hid it within himself so that none of the Revolutionary Army find out about his son. Kinda like that. But I know I can't keep defending Oda for a really long time. So if you guys have a better explanation about Sabo's actions or how Sabo didn't know anything, please let me know in the comment section below. So Sentamaru's actions about Kuma is actually really interesting because it seems like Sentamaru actually respected Kuma way more than actual people, and he was present there when Kuma declared that Luffy will be the one to save the entire world. So I guess he does believe that, and that's why he kind of helped Luffy, I guess, and he's the one who actually respected Luffy during Return to Sabaody arc, and he said Luffy isn't a scum like you because he knows about Luffy and how much Kuma trusted in him. That actually gives sense to whatever actions he did. I mean, yes, Luffy will save Sentomaru too, and I kind of like Sentomaru more and more now. My final theory is about Kuma coming to Egghead Island really, really soon because I guess that's the most logical thing that Kuma could do by climbing the red line. He is going to come here, help the Straw Hats escape, and there are leaks that says that the next chapter is actually the last chapter of the Egghead Island arc. I don't know how it is, but it's what the leak says. I don't know if it's true, but it might be. And if he does come, I think there is some kind of split personality thing, and he gets his memories momentarily before being defeated by Saturn and gets a wow moment with Bonney before he literally dies. I guess that's how the story would go. It's my theory, but it's kind of obvious. I don't know. It's just that they tease that kind of thing. I mean, Vegapunk did that, so let's just wait and see for this intense story.